Hello and welcome to this week's Lockdown Battle Report. In this battle we will be playing basically the starter sets with the full Imperial starter and the full Rebel starter, both out of the core set. The only addition is I have got Yellow Squadron that you might find a bit weird, but Yellow Squadron is a new card that I made. It's basically just Black Squadron, but instead of black, it's yellow. That is a custom-made card, and it does go with my Yellow Squadron TIE Fighters. So yeah. Anyway, this battle is... I can't remember the points. I will put the points in the ships up. Basically, a victory 1, which is in a kind of carrier formation, and then we've got four TIE Fighters, Yellow Squadron and Howl Runner. Then over on the other side of the table we have the Rebels, and the Rebels are a CR-90 Corvette A with a Leia and Dodonna's Prime, basically just to switch the dial around if we need them. Then the Nebulon B, staying true to its name, being a medical frigate here, pretty much, with the redemption so it can help and heal other ships. Then we have 3 X-Wing squadrons and a Luke Skywalker. And the Imperials have the lower points cost, so we put our 3 out, and then I selected minefields out of the 3. So I'll come back to you after I've set up the board. So after deployment we have the Victory 1 as second player. I did place after. So first thing that went down was the Nebulon in the middle. And then I placed my Victory in the corner. Then he placed the 2 squadrons that flanked the Nebulon. I then placed 2 squadrons on the far side. He then placed his CR-90 Corvette. I then placed Howl Runner here and Yellow Squadron there. He then placed Luke Skywalker and the other X-Wing out in front. I then placed my 2 final fighters for this side. So I'll come back to you after the first turn, which is usually quite boring as it's just manoeuvring. I'll come back to you after that. So this is turn 2 after the first movement, and this is the first activation. It is the CR-90 Corvette A. Nothing in range, revealing a engineering command. So we're going to be taking that as a token, just trying to get prepared for what is to come. And we're at speed 1, so moving up 1. Now, due to the mission being minefields, I was lucky there, not touching the debris. And luckily the Victory on the previous turn just skimmed the debris as well. I was being lazy, so I did forget to put the tokens out on all of the terrain pieces. So Tarkin now, his command for all ships this turn is going to be the Squadron Command. Quite useful with the Victory. So due to the extended tandem bays, it now has 4 squadrons. So with that token, we can activate 6 tokens this turn. There we go. So yeah, at the start of each ship phase you may choose 1 command. Each friendly ship gains that, so obviously Squadron, due to having a bunch of squadrons by me. So activating the squadrons and moving the squadrons up. So Howl Runner going in first and attacking the blue X-Wing, not Luke Skywalker, firing and getting 2 hits. No reroll and no extra dice because there's no other TIE fighters in range, and she only grants the dice to others. Sorry, no, it was against Luke Skywalker. I didn't use the brace as I thought, more damage to come, or use the brace later. And then moving up the yellow squadron, or black squadron, activating. This one I think does go into the blue X-Wing. And yeah, because of how we get that extra dice. But due to it being yellow squadron, didn't realise I wouldn't actually get that extra dice because he doesn't have swarm. So the accuracy doesn't really do anything. But anyway, I could have maybe braced, but it doesn't really affect the overall play of the game. And moving up another TIE fighter and activating, and this is correct, so cancelling out 1 brace, 3 hits. Even if I did brace at that point, 2 damage would kill me, and even if I did the yellow squadron before, it still would have killed me just. Moving up the next TIE fighter and firing. They are rolling the 4 dice because of Power Runner, her ability, and then they also get the reroll because the TIE fighters and Power Runner. So that's 3 hits, and then the next one, and there is 3 hits and a crit again, so that will be enough to destroy that X-Wing. And that is all but 1 TIE fighter, so the next one will just be moving up, as that Corvette won't be in range. So next is the victory shooting. So shooting for the victory, there was nothing in range, quite clearly. So moving at speed 2, I think here, you get 2 clicks at the end, 2 yaw at the second value, sorry. So just moving up that speed 1, sorry, no, speed 1. No, it was speed 2, sorry, my mistake. Positioning to get a good front and side arc off on both ships. Spinning around. Now over to Rebel Me. Revealing another engineering command. And obviously going to take that as a token, as no damage or shields have been lost yet. Then we will be moving in. Checking range first, sorry, because he has moved closer. Nothing in range. So moving closer. We're at speed 3, I believe. Unless we spend the token. And here we go. So speed 3. Doing a zigzag. And there we go. So now both rebel ships closing in together, and the remaining X-Wings both moving up to engage those TIE fighters. I have ordered the Imperial Squadron Pack 2, so maybe I'll have another game very similar, but instead of the TIE fighters, it might be TIE defenders, TIE Phantoms, etc. So this is the end of Term 2. All that's being lost are 2 X-Wing squadrons, one of which being Luke Skywalker. So that swarm will either attack the Corvette or the Nebula, or engage the fighters. But we'll come back to you at the start of Turn 3 now. So start Turn 3, the Corvette activating first again. Now the victory is in long range, and also the Nebulon in long range. So activating the Nebulon B first, firing from the front arc, long range, not quite far enough for medium, so that will be 2 red dice.
3 red dice, sorry. So 3 hits and an accuracy. I got rid of the brace, so redirecting all to the one side and adding 1 because it a concentrate fire order, I think. I didn't show the order. Still haven't shown the order. Dodgy playing, yeah, very dodgy. So now we have used our navigate token to change our speed by 1. And I think I did this wrong. I might change my speed by 2 instead of 1. So here we go. Yeah, change my speed by 2. Oh no, I did change it by 1. So there we go, ramming into the yellow squadron or black squadron. So then I'd obviously place that. I'm going to place that at the rear to engage the X-Wings before they get too close. Back around to the Imperial side for Imperial Activation. Another Squadron Command, and we did take a token from Tarkin at the start of this game round. So we will have our 6 activations. But now it's whether or not the yellow squadron is in range. So just in range. So we will be activating yellow squadron first, I think. No, it's at the moment just deciding which ship to attack. So here we go, starting off with yellow squadron into the TIE fighter, not TIE fighters, into the X-Wings. So rolling. Oh no, sorry, moving up and the TIE fighter into the front arc, activating. So probably, yeah, TIE fighter through the front and attacking for 2 hits, a crit and an accuracy. So I can't remember what I blocked here. Then we move on to the second guy, who gets 2 hits and 2 accuracies. So 1 will remove the front shield and be 1 damage on the hull there. Next TIE fighter moving in and attacking. And that's 1 hit and 3 accuracies, so super accurate, 1 damage. So that's 2 hull damage. Next TIE fighter activating. And he is still in range of Hal, so he does get that extra dice. Firing, and 1 hit, 1 crit, and 2 accuracies, so 3 damage on the hull. Finally, Hal coming in for her attack for 2 hits, and that takes it up to 5 damage on the hull, which is enough to blow up the Nebulon B. And that is the first major loss for the Rebels. And now for the final activation, the yellow squadron into the X-Wing for 3 damage. Couldn't have been a better roll. Now, yellow squadron or black squadron does have counter 1, so and escort, so the X-Wings will have to attack yellow squadron before attacking the TIE swarm. They'll probably wipe them out in 1 shot, but we will have that defensive 1 back. He's 1 extra point, so might as well take him to prevent all the fire from X-Wings. So now the victory, has got to do its move. Now I'm probably going to ram my own ships, my own TIE fighters here. Still at speed 2, because we haven't revealed a navigate token or command. So, doing a anti-squadron barrage here at the front, and also firing normally at the front. So at the front, and I think it's at the side, not at the front, sorry. So this is the victory one, so it's 3 red, 3 black, so into the Corvette. So that's 5 hits on the Corvette, so I think I brace. No, I evade to get rid of, and I think I evaded and braced. Can't quite remember. Yeah, no, I evaded and redirected. Evaded to get rid of one of the 2 damage and redirected onto the side. Or braced and then redirected. Then moving, so still at speed 2. No, speed 1, sorry. So just deciding whether I want to swing left or swing right, or go straight on. So I was out of range with the squadrons, which is why I didn't fire. So swinging left, 2 TIEs being in the way, landing in the middle of the swarm, and obviously the rebel player wants them as far away as possible, so plans placing at the back rear of my ship. Then we move on to the Corvettes, and I forgot to activate to switch the activation token across there. So moving on to the Corvette. So we are going to fly speed 1 forward unless we've got a navigate, which I don't think we do. And we're remembering that those are the asteroids, so they do 2 blue damage. It was dodgy, but concentrate fire nonetheless. Haven't flipped the tokens over, so I would have used an evade to cancel out, and then a redirect. So moving in. So attacking first, sorry. So double crit and accuracy on the victory's front half. So getting rid of the, I believe, the brace with the accuracy. Then I redirect to the far side. So now the victory has no shields on its side, but shield on its front still. Now the Corvette doing an anti-squadron at the side, I believe. 1 blue dice, which is an accuracy, so he hits, no damage. I did that at the front arc, not the side arc, which I know I shouldn't have done. Luckily it didn't affect the game too much. If I wanted to do that, I would have to have a gunnery team, I believe, to shoot out of the same arc twice. Anyway, moving our speed 1 forward, going to collide with the debris field. So getting that effect from the minefields card, so 2 blue dice, and each hit is 1 damage, and a critical icon is a critical. So 2 hits on the Corvette. So that is dealt straight to the Corvette. Can't use any tokens. So that is its first 2 hull damage. 2 squadrons moving in. I know I should have moved and shot with one, moved and shot with the other. This becomes evident in a minute. Because the first squadron moves and shoots, shooting 4 blue dice, getting 3 hits, which is enough to blow up the yellow squadron or black squadron. counter back for an accurate shot, which is then why I should have moved one than the other. As I show there, I just move it. So this is against a normal squadron, I think. So 3 damage, which is enough to blow one up, and remove one from play. So this is turn 4. Token, a squadron token from Tarkin again, and then moving round. So Corvette activating first as the rebel player, also a Squadron Command, activating the 2 X-Wings. Both X-Wings going into combat with the TIE Fighters and Harrier. So you get 3 hits and a crit. And 2 hits, a crit, and accuracy. So that will be enough to blow 1 TIE Fighter Swarm and do some damage on Hal unless she evades. Scatter, sorry. So I believe I did scatter with her, and then the second one does 2 damage. Then onto the... No, I think I burned the scatter twice, sorry. Then onto the victory. So for 2 hits and a crit. Then I take hits straight on the front. So I can't redirect. Might as well brace when it comes to getting actual damage. And that was a Squadron Barrage. Not a squad. Yeah, Squadron Barrage, I think. No, it was a side arc shot, sorry, on the victory. Moving the Corvette up. Just nudging an X-Wing, but super casual play, don't really matter. Then the X-Wing's activation tokens across. And revealing a Squadron Command with the victory. So the Harrier and TIE Fighter into the X-Wings. 1 damage, but very accurate. And the second, which is the TIE Fighter, 3 hits and accuracy, which is enough to, I think it's enough to blow an X-Wing up. No, it only did the 3 damage on it, sorry. And then moving another TIE Fighter up, activating and shooting, and that is 2 damage and a crit. Should have rolled 4 dice here, because right next to Hal, but never mind. Next one for 2 damage and 2 accuracies. So it should be enough to blow that X-Wing up, I believe. And are we going to blow it up, or are we just going to leave it there? I think the extra dice that I didn't roll before. There we go. So that is enough to blow it up. And then the victories shooting. So we are in black dice range here. So 3 red. Oh no, we're not just yet, sorry. 3 red with very accurate but no hits. So moving, remember we're in at speed 1. So just going that 1 forward. And there we are. Then we're moving on to turn 5, I believe. So as you can see, so far the TIE Swarm has been very effective. It just moves up, swarms, everything fires, overwhelming firepower. At least one of the shots has got to hit, and then eventually destroys. Then we move on to turn 5. Now it's going to be interesting because the Victory hasn't had any damage on it yet, so that is outside of the CR90 Corvette A. It's the Victory side, and out the front into the Victory side. So that will do 4 damage on the Victory with 2 crits, and the 2 crits are only 1 attack per turn, and while attacking you cannot spend accuracies with that ship. So revealing a squadron again, and obviously a token from Tarkin at the start. So squadron's attacking. Squadron's going into the side arc of the CR90. 4 blue because of how 2 hits and 2 accuracies. I can spend the accuracies here because it's not the ship. So cancelling and 2 damage on the hull. Next TIE fighter. Eliminating the shields. Next TIE fighter. Doing a crit and 3 accuracies. Very, very accurate shot. Rerolling because of swarm. So to get 1 hit, which is 1 point of damage on the hull, which takes the total damage up to 3 because of the asteroid. Next TIE fighter. 1 crit, 3 accuracies, rerolling the crits, taking the total damage up to 4. Oh, never mind. Taking it up to 5, sorry. Which is confusing. I thought it had only taken 4 from my count. Probably wrong. Nonetheless, there was still a Victory to fire and another squadron, so it would have gone by then. Very effective, I feel, showing how the squadrons can swarm and outperform ships in a certain manner. I am thinking of maybe trying to do a maximum squadron list. Somebody did reach out to me on my Instagram and asked why I only do 200 point lists. The answer for that is because I only have 200 points worth of rebels. What you see is what you get, those 2 ships and the 4 X-Wing squadrons. Whereas with the Imperials, because they're what I play when I go out to the store to play, I have a Victory, I have a Raider, and I have a Onager. I have 3 Raiders and an Onager. 2 of the Raiders are customs, not actual Fantasy Flight models. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you want a video on proper swarm tactics, get in touch. Please like, subscribe and share with your friends. Peck Productions out.